collection up. Pro stream with chat. Yes, we good. What's going on? What's going on, man? I'm sorry, mama. I ain't get to make it through it, mama. I'm sorry. But you know. What's going on with y'all, man? First first show back in 2023. I ain't heard from y'all all year, you know what I'm saying? So you know, it's all good. Feel good to be back. How y'all New Year's go? Mine was mine was I ain't really do too much this year. It was just a chill day for me, man. I went out, I got my hair cut, went to the car wash, all that stuff you doing. Preparation for a night out, you know what I'm saying? Then came home and took a nap. You know what I'm saying? Cause sleep is wealth. Looking, nah. But oh, that's what it is. It's on. I knew something was adverse. All right, yeah. So nah, I came home and got me some sleep, man. I ate good. I had me some steak and shrimp. Came home. Nita had bought my bottle of Moet. You know what I'm saying? I had to get up with her to get the bottle, and I'm waiting on her to call me. And I hit her up because 11 o'clock rolled around. You know, up here in Milwaukee, um, the liquor stores and all that close at 9 o'clock, right? So I figured she was gonna make the store, call me after the store, all that, you know, boom bam. Zoom zoom wham, how niggas say in Milwaukee, woo 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 wham. What niggas say here?
Fuck these niggas.
But nah, woo 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 wham, whatever these niggas be saying. But so nah, so I figured she was gonna do that. 10 o'clock roll around, still no Nita. 11 o'clock roll around, still no Nita. I went crazy. I cut my hair. You know what I'm saying? No, I was just joking. But I did cut my hair though. It was like down to my waist. I did a little trim. I felt like a white girl now. Making my way downtown. You know what I'm saying? A little trim, you know. But nah. So she ain't have the bottle. 10 o'clock rolled around, and so I called her. She was asleep. You gonna try to say she was waiting on me to call her. Like, man, your ass lying. How you waiting on me and you the one with the bottle? You know, people always making excuses. So I went over there, I got it. It was so close when I cut it. When I went over there, I was cutting it so close to 12. We ended up rushing to some of her people's house and popping the bottles right over there. And from there, shit, champagne just flowing, and you know, we chilling, we watching the ball drop all over the different, you know, obviously for those of y'all that, you know, ain't that wear a helmet on a daily basis, even when y'all ain't playing sports, you know, it don't turn midnight everywhere in the world at once. You know what I'm saying? So we was watching the ball drop, like France and Paris, and I mean like France and like England and all that different shit. So it was cool though. It was smooth. It was a rainy day. It wasn't like one of them days where people was really out. I didn't feel like people was really out kicking it like that. So my New Year's was kind of smooth. It was laid back. Um New Year's resolution and shit. What's my New Year's resolution? Man, don't never let a hoe hold me back. You know what I'm saying? We gonna keep it like that. You know what I'm saying? And that's just it, you know. Try to get the best, try to do the best I can. Oh, another thing too, yeah. So what I wanted to do, I wanted to try and hit 150 subs by by January 1st. You know what I'm saying? And by January 1st, I was at like 167 or something like that. So and I got my video I dropped got over 1,000 views. My first video to hit over 1,000 views. So shout out to everybody supporting the content, man. I appreciate y'all, love y'all. You know what I'm saying? I got some more heat coming. You know, that's my boxing videos I do, and then I do this right here, you know, which is my daily videos I do. Hold on, let me edit my title. My keyboard be tripping, doubling the A's up and shit, so I gotta change. It said Gangsta Boo. But nah, so that's what I'm talking about today, man. I'm gonna get on to the topics. We talking about Gangsta Boo. We lost to Memphis rap legend. You know what I'm saying? R.I.P. Gangsta Boo of 3-6 Mafia. Um, she was the first one. How could I put it? What's the word? Let me make sure I'm in 5 good minutes or past 2 minutes because I'm finna cuss. You know what I'm saying? Um, and to try to describe this, so she was the pioneer of non ho bitch rap. You know what I'm saying? Like, I guess, like, okay, so think about Foxy Brown, right? And you know, she was tooting it up. Think about, you know, Lil Kim. She was the first one with the knees bending over, you know, hardcore. Everybody was like over sexualized, right? But then you get to like Megan, and it ain't like that. You get to like Glorilla, who also from Memphis. Shout out to Glorilla, Big Glow. You know what I'm saying? She got a bumping ass remix of that song with Cardi B where she used the Keith Sweat beat. That shit cold. But you know, now female rap ain't like that. They ain't gotta over sexualize themselves. And one of the first ones that was like, I mean, unless you want to count the brat, brat, tat, 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 you know what I'm saying? But really, to me, it was Gangsta Boo. You know what I'm saying? As a matter of fact, hold on. Because 3-6 Mafia came out like 92, right? About 92. 94 was when the second one came out. So it couldn't have been 94.
Mystic Styles came out in 95.
Mystic Styles came out in 95.
Yeah.
I don't. Okay. Oh, okay. No, because the end came out in 1997. So, the other one, Mystic Styles probably did come out in 95. All right.
Came out in 95.
So, because I was trying to see who was out first. The Brat came out in 94. You know what I'm saying? So, I give it to you. I give it to the Brat. But, like, what we'll say, like, she is one of the pioneers of that style of rap that you see more today, where, you know, the women ain't highly sexualized. They more like, you know, but the reason I would say Gangsta Boo is because, you know, the Brat, she was like tomboy rapper with the big shirt on. Gangsta Boo was like feminine, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she had her shit going, but she like, where them dollars at? Like, she on some old shit, like, you know.
Because she was a gangster boo.
Yeah, she was gangster, you know what I'm saying, with her femininity and shit like that. It wasn't like I'm just either tomboy or like, you know what I'm saying, so shit. Ah, good point. E, shout out to E. He said, remember Boss. You remember Boss? Yeah, bro, you done went over their heads with that one, bro. Boss, this chick named Boss from way back in the day. She was off the West Coast. She was like with I want to say like Ant Banks and them, and like the Dangerous Crew and shit. Boss had a song on the Menace to Society soundtrack. Too many niggas want to keep a bitch down. Y'all remember that? All over a hoe. Yeah, that shit was bumping. Yeah. Maybe I'll tap back into that. But so yeah, we lost Gangsta Boo. We gotta go. Oh, Boss was from Detroit. That's what's up. Oh, Detroit been the capital of macho hoes. Okay. Cause that's where all of them come from, man. I don't think Detroit, they don't make nothing but macho hoes with baby hair. You know what I'm saying? They don't make nothing but macho hoes with baby hair in Detroit, man. You know what I'm saying?
MC Breed.
Hoe from Detroit to have on a fur coat. You know what I'm saying? And it be the pimp fur coat. You know what I'm saying? Not the hoe fur coat. Okay. Nah, but so we gonna talk about Gangsta Boo. You know what I'm saying? And then we gotta talk about this one particular topic that I wanted to really, really get on, man. I wanted to talk about it before, but I didn't have time last week. But this girl, she insists that guys, you know, are like wifing. She was wondering like why guys wife plain, what she called plain girls. You know what I'm saying? What's in her opinion, what is a plain Jane girl or whatever like that, you know? And she considers herself a pretty girl, and she like, oh, dudes ain't wifing the pretty girls, and you know what I'm saying, shit like that. So we gon' break that down. You know what I'm saying? Cause you know I have often been one of those guys where you know I've been ahead of the curve though of you know looking past a woman aesthetic. It's just now that all of them all got the default look that dudes is starting to be like, hold on, maybe I need to look. You know what I'm saying? At something else. And yeah, so we gonna look into it. And another girl actually broke it down, so I'm gonna let her cook on it. And then lastly, I told y'all I was gonna give y'all an update on Tank in that situation
That shit.
with his baby mama, man. Like, man, and I definitely got a lot to say about that. Cause I said I'm not gonna really, you know, judge the situation. I'm gonna let show y'all what I seen about it, but some more shit is gonna come out. And sure enough, literally some more shit than came out. You know what I'm saying? So we gonna talk about that too. And you know, until then, you know how I do, man. I gotta hit y'all off with some music while I get these analytics all straightened out. But yeah, man, shit is crazy. We got some tripped out stuff today. And yeah, we gonna get into it. So yep, I think it is bam right there. Mac World. Let's go. Mac World. What's going on, y'all? Let's get this thing started. And today, what kind of world is it? It's a cold world today, man. Woo, the temperature ain't even low, but man, the people that is supposed to love you unconditionally, right? The people that you let get the closest to you, you know, is the people that could hurt your ass the most and that could do the most to you. And that's what make it a cold world. Anytime you do something where you putting yourself out there at the mercy of somebody, you know, you do it with the belief that they're gonna have your best intentions in mind, especially if you providing them with a new living situation. You know, you got kids with them, you know, stuff like that. You could be their sole provider, whatever, however, but that still don't change the individual person from being opportunistic. It don't change people not wanting to accept accountability, all that. So that brings me to my first topic that I wanted to talk to y'all about, which is a follow-up of one of my topics I left off with at the end of the year last year, which is Gervonta Tank Davis and some of the domestic violence accusations that were brought up against him by the mother of his child. That's always a sticky kind of situation when you know, what up, cuzzo? I see you in the building, meal set. What's the word, cuz? It's always a sticky situation when there's kids involved and all that, because anything that happened to either one of the parents or anything that get proven against one parent or the other could affect both of them, because CPS could get involved. You know what I mean? So you could be like, he's beating me. And then they be like, well, where's the kids at when he's beating you? And you know what I'm saying? You could be like, they're right there. And they be like, oh, well, you not fit to watch him. And they take your kids, you know what I'm saying? Then you got to act like he ain't beat you. You ran into his fist, you know what I'm saying? Shit like that. Or just whatever. But that's not the situation in this situation. In this situation, I'm finna make a bold claim right now, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, Mac World. You know, Mac World is a realistic world. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes the truth hurt, right? And I'm gonna make a bold claim, right, based on this situation, because I think it wasn't even so much that it wasn't Gervonta Davis. She seemed like she was the one initiating violence. Now, you got a lot of these guys that got money, you know, or they get money and then they get with these girls, you know, they exotic, quote unquote exotic, you know what I'm saying? As they see it, they not black, damn it. We just gonna call it what it is. They get with these girls that's not black, you know, and they know you a black man. They know you a black man with some money. You know what I'm saying? And they know that America don't want to see that shit. You know? So a lot of times they can hold that shit over your head. You're not just a target because you're going to be a target having money. You know what I'm saying? You're going to be targeted by other people. You're going to be targeted by like these scammy type of financial investors. It was a whole thing about them targeting NBA players. Going after them like financial advisors, taking their money, signing them up to bad deals and shit. And you gonna be targeted by these hoes. You best believe it. You know what I'm saying? Man, that little nut, you know what I'm saying, become vital to. You see basketball players with like 8 wives, or not 8 wives. What the hell I'm talking about? 8 baby mamas. But no, you see like Sean Kemp. You see like. Who else? Who was another one that got a lot of kids, man? I think like Ben Wallace, didn't he have a bunch of kids? I don't know, you know, and it don't be by the same girl. It be like, man, they even got a rule now about these chicks, like something about them either stealing or poking holes in the condoms. So like it get dirty when you get that money. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna make a bold prediction, man. I think a lot of these dudes out here that get with these girls, that they are non-black, but they know that they can put you in a particularly sticky situation. I bet you a lot of y'all are in abusive ass relationships. I bet you the same way that his Gervonta Davis baby mama did to him, You know what I'm saying? Which we finna cook on right now. Shout out to Pink Book Lessons. I'm gonna let her bust it down for y'all. But I bet y'all the same type of shit that she did. You know what I'm saying? And she fine too. She fine as a motherfucker. But the shit that she did, that she felt bold and emboldened to do because she knew she was gonna hop on that line and call the police. I bet a lot of these niggas out here going, I bet you it's a lot of basketball players. They little white girl slapping them in their face, slapping them upside their head. You're fucking stupid, Jamal. You fucking big stupid motherfucker. They be like, man, baby, stop it, damn, baby. Cause they know if she call the police, it's over for their ass. You know what I'm saying? But I bet you it's a lot of battered, like rich black men that are battered. I said what the fuck I said. Let's go. Let's cook on it.
We have an update on the woman who tried to destroy boxing champion Gervonta Davis. In the last video, I talked about his baby mama who attacked him. Then she called the police on him like she was in danger. Very similar to what happened to Mr. LaTruth. Remember when his wife was caught on video lying to 911? Yes, Vanessa did the same thing to Tank Davis. If you missed the videos about LaTruth in part 1 of this Tank Davis situation, you want to know what this dirty, disgusting woman did to this man? The links will be below in the description for you to catch up on both of those videos. So after Vanessa lied on Tank, she came out and admitted that she's a liar, one, and then she wanted everyone to move on. But when people started coming for her asking why did she do this, she deactivated her account. Over 700,000 followers on her IG, where she's regularly posting those stock pocket photos in her Magic City uniform. The whole page gone. Well, at least for now, I guess. I think we all know she didn't totally delete her account. She has to keep that IG for her ego and her self-esteem. Shout out to Town Business Sports and Entertainment for updating us on this. Vanessa posted this on IG. She said, these past days have been hurtful and extremely exhausting for all parties involved. I pride myself on being extremely private. This situation was the last thing I wanted to be made public. The state of our relationship has been in a fragile space, and Gervonta and I were both at fault for the argument. No, ma'am, we're not talking about the argument. We're talking about the attack. Two people did not initiate an attack. One person did, and that was you.
And not only that, like, you talking about you was in an emotional state and you made the call. No, you did more than that. You know what I'm saying? You got physical, you got disgusting. You put poop on his toothbrush, you spit on him, you did all type of stuff. And then you try to just break your behavior down to that you made the call or whatever to the police. And yeah, that's the part. That was the icing on the cake, which should have got him to leave you. Right there, because that's putting his life in danger. You know what I'm saying? You know, you see enough shit in America to where, you know, your little pretty ass know that the police shoot first when it comes to a black dude. You already know that shit. So no, you can't try to reduce the situation. And like, you know, the chick said, shout out to Pink Book Lessons. She tried to get everybody to just, she wanted everybody to just walk away from it. Like, hey, everybody, I was just feeling some type of way. Like, you can't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because the bottom line is this: has something happen, then you would say what he say. He said, "Nut put you in a rut." Nah, you fucking stupid. Nah, but for real though, like, she can't try to reduce the situation or downplay the situation. And I hope he don't let her do it, because man, if she did it once, she'll do it again. But the only thing is, she'll know the next time she can't cry wolf, so she'll go all the way with the lie. You know what I'm saying? She looking bad right now, so you know she a little bit salty. Whatever she was trying to get, apparently it was because he wouldn't let her use his Range Rover, so she started going crazy. So she already salty, she didn't get her way, and she made herself look stupid, you know, so she really resentful of you now. I would be on even higher alert for her to do something for you, just because to me this apology don't seem real apologetic. Maybe it's just me, you know what I'm saying? But it seemed more like some old, like, everybody was wrong, and what she say, the state of our relationship. Let me zoom in on this shit. My zoom, it better be working. Let me see. The state of our relationship has been in a fragile space. Gervonta and I were both at fault for the argument. Nah, we talking about the shit throwing, you know what I'm saying? All that other shit the police calling. We ain't talking about the argument. Hope you ain't getting off the hook for this. Hope just because you look good.
She went on to say, while the emotions were running high, I made an unnecessary call to law enforcement in an intense moment while I was frantic. Yeah, you made that call to them trying to get them to come out and take him out. That's what you did, ma'am. She said Gervonta did not harm me or our daughter. Today we have sought the help necessary to move forward with our lives. I am confident that we will succeed within our co-parenting dynamic with the counseling provided to us. And this woman is full of it. Because in her statement, she still didn't tell everybody what she did. She just said he didn't harm me or our daughter. How about telling everybody that you attacked him? Tell everybody how you put hands on him. Tell them everything you did, Vanessa. Call the police on yourself, because you're really the one who should have a mugshot right now for not only assaulting him, but for...
She a thug. You know what I'm saying? Let's just call it what it is. She a thug. You know what I'm saying? Look, if I, you know what I'm saying? Okay, you know, girls want to be, you know, they could do everything we do, right? So, you know what I'm saying? I'm a stay at home dad. You a boss. You a boss, breadwinning boss, independent boss, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. I'm at the house. I want to use your Range Rover. Baby, could I use the Range Rover? And you like, nah, I gotta do this. Then I start flinging shit like an animal. You know what I'm saying? I'm an animal. You ain't gonna be taking me seriously like that, man. That shit crazy. She's a thug, dude. Like, she pretty. You know what I'm saying? She got them eyes, you know, look like she got them little hips on her and all that, you know. Nice, even skin complexion, you know. Little nice, you know, nice round face and all that. But she a thug, okay? And we not going for that shit. Ain't that right, Gervonta? We ain't going for that, man.
calling the police, making false reports. You lying, wicked, disgusting devil. And I'm not even going to post those pictures of some of the stuff that she's done because it's far too disgusting and inhumane. A woman who would do all of that should not have custody of any kids. She's absolutely disgusting. This woman is emotionally unstable. And Gervonta, you have to get your daughter away from her. Number one, don't deal with this woman anymore on any level. Number two, make sure you take her to court. Get custody of your baby. Then three, you have the money. Hire 2 nannies to help you out because, of course, it's not a good idea to send this baby to daycare.
Now, let me ask y'all this one time, right? Because she just made a good ass point. She said that the chick is emotionally unstable. Now, you know, it's a lot of women that will say they did a certain thing out of emotion or they didn't mean to do it, or some of them might even hang their hat on it like, don't try me, don't piss me off, or I'm gonna do whatever completely out of emotion. How well do that translate over into parenting? I just, you know, I wonder, I want to know that. How well do, you know, not being emotionally accountable translate over into your parenting approach? You know what I'm saying? Because throwing these fits and shit like that, it's kind of like when you get into trouble before you 18 as opposed to when you get into it after you 18. When you really don't got nobody looking up to you, you know, you could kind of act out and shit like that. But how well do that shit translate over when you got, you know, kids and shit watching? You know, that shit is like, I think that's a lot of the reason why it is important to have a man in the house. And I'm talking about a man. I ain't talking about them grown boys, y'all. You know, like my sister call them grown boys and shit that, you know, women be looking for a lot of times. Or I call them builder bums. You know what I'm saying? But I'm talking about like a man that's really gonna provide guidance and, you know, shit like that, and really want to see his family prosper and so on and so forth. And Gervonta Davis, I mean, he young, he a millionaire though. When you get in that ring, you risking your life every time. He always expressed his love for his daughter and everything like that shit. She looked just like his ass. But you know, it could get hard with the mama, man, dealing with the mama sometimes, and especially if y'all just had a kid, y'all having a lot more money. She ain't never had to work and probably don't never got to work again. you out doing shit and you know what I'm saying? Like, and she still got the emotions of a young girl. You know, next thing you know, she putting shit on your toothbrush, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got to think about that, man. Sometimes, and I guess I'm a, get my final thought on that, and that's gonna be my final thought on this particular situation. I was talking to my sister about this earlier. Uh, Sometimes, when you young, what you get into a situation, and it's good for when you young, but you get older. Um, the circumstances change, kids come into play, different things like that, expenses, just hard life decisions, and that person might not be the type of person that was in it with you for those decisions. You know what I'm saying? Like, she might not be feeling that shit. She might have thought that, her life was gonna be her running around looking cute, you know what I'm saying, being a little eyelash and shit, and you know what I'm saying, going out making a bunch of money and just coming home, and you know what I'm saying, being grateful for her just aesthetic looking pleasing and shit. But you get to where you gotta look beyond looks, because it's more that it's so much shit you gonna deal with that, you know what I'm saying, her booty ain't gonna solve, you know what I'm saying, and all that shit, and the ratio of her waist to her hips and shit ain't gonna solve. And it's always gonna be nice to have a trophy around, but man, when the chips get down, you know what I'm saying, shit change. And that brings me to my next topic. The chick wondering about that. She was asking, she feel like as she call it, the pretty girls ain't getting cuffed. I'm gonna let her cook on it. Let's go.
I just want to say this because it's really been on my mind lately. I have nothing against the plain Jane females, and what I mean by that, like the females who doesn't go out, the female who doesn't like get their makeup done, the female who doesn't really get their hair done often, the plain Jane females. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't have nothing against y'all, but why is it so hard for us pretty girls to come across a decent guy? It just seemed like all the guys, the good guys, always like cuff the plain Jane females. I just want to say this because it's really been on my mind lately. I have nothing against the plain Jane females, and what I mean by that, like the females who doesn't go out, the female who doesn't like get their makeup done, the female who doesn't really get.
Uh, so she is the pretty girl, and she ain't plain Jane. I would hit to stop the cap, but it's gonna be so motherfucking loud in here because she can't speak up. So I had to turn the the volume way up on my mixer, and it's gonna be like, stop the cap. But basically, stop the cap. Ho, you is not part of the pretty girl gang. But she got the kit though, so I guess that's what she talking about, like girls with the pretty girl kit. Let's go.
Their hair done often. The plain Jane females, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know what I'm talking about. I don't have nothing against y'all, but why is it so hard for us pretty girls to come across a decent guy? It just seemed like all the guys, the good guys, always like cuff the plain Jane females.
So Nikki over here and shit. Shout out to Nikki. Nikki just said because they inexpensive, And it's funny that she say that, right? Because I was gonna say something similar. My thing is this, right? As far as this whole pretty girl thing, shit, man. Kanisha say it too. She say cause they too high maintenance. And so my thing is this, man. Pretty costs a lot and don't give a lot of returns. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna say that one more time. Pretty costs a lot and it don't give you a lot of return. So if I get with this girl who pride herself on being pretty, and let's say me, I buy all into it. Oh, you're so pretty. You know what I'm saying? Like a little motherfucking, a little mascot. Then I gotta support that shit and pay for that shit. And what's gonna be the return on it? Because she looking pretty for me, but she got me. Girls like that, they need attention constantly. You know what I'm saying? So I'm helping this hoe look pretty for everybody else and shit. And you know, it's gonna keep costing to feed her ego. If that ain't her hair and she pride her prettiness on that hair, you gonna have to keep buying that hair. If them ain't her lashes, but that's her what make her who she is, you have to keep buying them lashes, man. You gonna have to keep on getting her hair done. And then on top of that, let me say one more thing, man. This hoe got a tattoo on her face. I'll be damned if I'm wiping a hoe with no tattoo on her face. We not finna be at the wedding and I got a whole tux and you got a dress on with a face with a tattoo on your face. Oh, what the hell is this? Is this maybe we was getting married in jail? But I'm not finna fuck with no girl that got a wedding dress with a whole full Mike Tyson face tat, church words, and you facing me and I'm facing you and you tatted all in the face and shit. Like, listen, not happening, dude. So she face tatting all that shit, and you know, she got the tattoos on her. Like, no girls will get the sleeve, they go get the face tat. Then she got the 2 nose rings, and I think she got some lip rings and some shit like that. Man, don't know nigga, like, it is niggas that like that shit, and y'all know the type of niggas that like that shit. Don't act like y'all don't know the type of niggas that like that shit. The type of niggas that like that shit are the type of niggas that was just in jail with niggas looking like that they was fucking on, with tattoos and all that all over their body, but it was just a dude who was faking like a sissy. Now y'all dress, and then on top of that, let's not act like a lot of these makeup tutorials ain't come from trannies. So when y'all go out and y'all get the tranny ass makeup and all that, pretty girls. Why don't like the pretty girls, man? Look, I ain't been to jail, so my idea of a pretty girl, you know what I'm saying, is not fueled by heartache, pain, poverty, and disgust. God damn it, like my shit is like, damn, I looked at her, she woke up just looking good, wiping the crud out her eyes, her little cute face and all that shit. Like, not like, damn, I woke up, her wig was on the counter, her motherfucking all I seen was face tat, gold teeth, and arm sleeve and shit, and I fired on the hoe, and she jumped up and fired on me, and next thing I know, we was full into it and shit, and she gave me a good little run and shit. Then we realized, I'm like, oh, baby, that's you. And we just gotta go on about breakfast after I done beat up this hoe and shit without her wig, you know what I'm saying? That thought she was a full convict broke in my house, you know what I mean? So, nah, I ain't with that shit, but you know, you could take my word for it, or you could take another girl word for it, right? Because another girl actually broke it down for her, and so I kept that. And I want y'all to see this. Check it out. Let's go.
One thing that men have been saying consistently for as long as I can remember is that they love natural women. Men are visual, so they want to know what they're getting themselves into. So a man will cuff a plain Jane because her outer appearance may not be over exaggerated like some women today. A lot of women today, their whole personality revolves around being a baddie or looking good. Their whole personality revolves around their wigs, their lashes, their makeup, and just overall looking good. And to be quite honest, a lot of y'all are starting to look alike. The same wigs, makeup, outfit, body, and everything. And it's become so exaggerated to the point where some of y'all have deformed and botched your body with all these surgeries and BBLs to the point where you're walking around looking like a caricature. When a man sees a natural, beautiful woman amongst a group of women who all look the same, that is like a breath of fresh air for him, and she is going to stand out.
It seems like all the guys, the good guys, always.
Man, y'all heard it from her. You know what I'm saying? Y'all heard it from her. So y'all can't, you know, you can't just say it's just me. What he say? He said they think they looks gonna get him off the hooks. You stupid, bro. The nut got him in the rut, and they think they looks gonna get him off the hooks. You funny as hell, dog. I gotta get you on here, bro. I gotta get you on here. But nah, real shit though. It's just funny, man. Everybody idea of beauty. Beauty, first of all, is in the eye of the beholder and shit. So you know what I'm saying? to some people, you know, she might not necessarily be one of the pretty girls. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Like, and to me, honestly, no, she don't look bad at all. She don't look bad. She kind of cute, you know what I'm saying? I see features
She decent,
I like
man,
and
but not
shit.
for that kind of fucking
But
attitude, though.
yeah, she got some nice lips and shit, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's not two. Y'all hear what Two said? Two, say that shit one more time, bro. Say that shit.
Man, I mean, basically pretty, man, but not for that type of attitude she carrying and shit, you know what I mean? At all. You know what I mean? She can go a lot further than being very fucking humble. She can actually, you know, be in the area with bad bitches if she just be humble. But that motherfucking kind of attitude, like, yo, you look like, you don't look like, I mean, she look normal. I mean, not to even talk on, I feel like I'm putting my foot in my mouth right now because I, that bad bitch shit is subjective as fuck, dog, and it's stupid as fuck. You know what I mean?
Right. It's like an act, man.
Pretty, like okay, so like I don't want to turn this shit into like all pretty women are bad or something, or like we vilifying all like really physically pretty women. But an average woman is beautiful too. It's just the attitudes, man, make a lot of that shit go left or right. You know what I mean? Like if you like me, right? I'm gonna keep on 100. I don't think I'm the finest nigga in the world and shit, no shit like that. I'm pretty humble and things like that. But I think that my attitude and shit is really good with women. You know what I'm saying? Like it goes far and shit. Like I think I can probably get next to Denzel and pull something because I'm just a nice guy to be around. If I was a dick, you know what I'm saying, and not, you know, broke and shit and all that the way I am, and a dick nigga's not going. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just not going. So
Right.
I'm gonna let you have your thing, man.
Yeah, nah, cook, brother, cook. You know what I'm saying? Got, you know, we ain't got too many chefs in the kitchen when everybody cooking, you know what I mean? So that's true. Your attitude is that's the inside of you that people see. You know, it been a lot of times, and that's what I was gonna say too. So as far as this girl right here, what she don't realize is when you young, a lot of what you look for be shiny shit. You know what I'm saying? So you looking like, ooh, it would have been a time to where I would have picked the girl with all the shit over the other girl just because it's like I'm young, and if I'm not, she looking like, you know, just regular ass girl and shit, and she is looking like some shit that I be seeing on videos and all that. But that's what her aim is, to look like something off a video or something like that. But as you get older, you know what I mean? It's like everything change, your responsibilities change, all that. And it ain't just about having something that look good, cause you gonna have this little chick on your arm and shit. She gonna be broke. You gonna be broke, trying to look like you in the video with a nice belt on the bus. She gonna be trying to look like she in the video with a nice wig on the bus. You know what I'm saying? And we just gonna be out here. So it's like you gotta change. He say, yep, everybody is visual. Hell yeah, everybody visual, not just men. Exactly. Yeah. So, you know, yeah, it's tripped out, but she missed it though, for what you're trying to have, which is being wifed up. It ain't gonna be about, you know, it's not gonna be about your wig and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be about your usefulness, I guess you could say, and beauty, and your beauty is a part of that. Like that's just one, like it turned from, basically when you get older, it turned from you looking good being everything to you looking good just being part of the puzzle. And honestly, shit, like I know me, when I talk about, like, you know, a woman, you know, being a bum or whatever, like, you know, shit like that, it's not, they don't look bad. Okay, so let me put it like this. You ever go out and see like the bums and shit you see at the liquor store, and like the dope fiend chicks you see that be like, you know what I'm saying? Like they still got it and shit. They don't know that hip broke as a bitch. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all ever see that shit, right? So let me tell y'all this, right? Them ain't the nerds that was in school. They wasn't doing all they work and then, oh, what is this, some dope? Nah, them is the cool kids, man. Them are the cool kids. Them hoes that's in the streets that think they hip still look good. That hip did look good at one point. That motherfucker broke now, you know what I'm saying? But At one point, she probably thought she was something. You know what I'm saying? Like, a couple of them dope fiends y'all see that's out there and shit, them used to be dope dealers. You know what I'm saying? They wasn't always just out hyping like that. Like now they ain't nothing because they done got high on their own supply and all that. But them ain't the nerds of the school. Them ain't the plain Janes and all that. So it's a lot that go into, like, you know what I'm saying, when you trying to be all this, the pretty girls, because to me, shit, a lot of losers and losing look popular. It looks fun. It looks like, you know what I'm saying? It don't look like losing until you done lost it all. You know what I'm saying?
I would put it like this, man.
Speak up a little bit.
A lot of them people that look like that, or a lot of people that you see are dysfunctional as fuck. They tend to take on them kind of them looks, like they strive to look that fucking way and shit. So anytime you out and about and you see a chick that's having a fucking meltdown, 9 times out of 10, she gonna have them long ass lashes on and shit and caterpillar ass motherfucking eyebrows painted on her goddamn forehead, man. Like, it's, I don't know, man. I'm just being observant. You know?
Yeah, no, that's true. It's
I'm hot right now, y'all. I am hot.
Hey, this nigga funny, right? Too funny as fuck. He be saying some good shit, then he get to feel like he getting preachy on you niggas and shit, cause he know he be cooking and shit. But nah, and basically I kind of paraphrase what he was saying. He was like, you know, a lot of those times that pretty, like, to quote, you know what I'm saying, a black Nazi, you know what I'm saying, the prettiest people do the ugliest things. On the road to riches and diamond rings, you know what I'm saying? A lot of times that pretty be covering up a lot of ugly shit. And when you see these girls that be having these meltdowns, say he lying though. On what, it don't be these girls that they look good. They be hair all done up. It's even like the shows, the reality shows, they get dressed up in their best shit, then just go fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's a lot of that shit is dysfunction, man, and trying to cover it up with a pretty ass package. And I done dealt with some girls, man. I could admit that myself. I had some fine ass girls I done met, and they get back, man, they start melting down and shit. I had a flashback, like, ooh, shit, like, I don't even know how to explain the turn of, like, it's like two different people that you dealing with, man, and that shit is scary, dude. So yeah, watch that shit, and you know you gotta make sure you know who the hell you dealing with, man, because you just don't ever know. Some shit just happened by a surprise, like, you know, you never know what nobody into, and that kind of bring me to my next topic, man. We lost a legend, you know what I'm saying, a Memphis legend, and she was just on live though. Like, they found her dead. They say they found her dead on the porch. I see this thing from the Shade Room or something like that. So I'm gonna show y'all. There's so much info coming out because this happened yesterday with Gangsta Boo dying. First of all, R.I.P. Gangsta Boo. You know what I'm saying? Moment of silence. But I don't know what's real and what's not. So I'm gonna show y'all what I seen, and you know, we'll just kind of take it from there. Let's go.
That's DJ Stop the Beat. Gangsta Boo has passed away at age 43. What a sad day. Wow. On the first day of 2023, you already lost a good one, Gangsta Boo. She's a rapper. She sung that song, "Where Them Dollars At?" Hey, where them dollars at? Where them dollars at? Telling the man, hey, to tip the girls.
Get y'all auntie, man, singing "Where Them Dollars At."
Also, I went over to Lionel B show. Shout out to Lionel B. He was the first person I seen, and it says Gangsta Boo died at 43. Now, he also mentioned he believes it was because of an overdose. I don't know what she was smoking on or what she had, but he also talks about something being an overdose or doing some sugar booger. Listen.
Memphis rapper Gangsta Boo has passed away at the age of 43 years old. Now, most notably known for being in the group 3-6 Mafia, now people are speculating that her cause of death was due to an actual overdose. Now, that Take No Shit rapper made headlines once again.
Didn't I tell you? Overdose. Now, I also went down here to see what the news had to say. And check this out. Memphis rapper
Auntie was doing
Gangsta
her
Boo
homework on what?
found dead. She was found dead, y'all. Listen.
Heavy police presence in that area right now. We have also had independent sources confirm that Gangsta Boo has died at the age of 43. What we do not know at this time is whether the two situations are related. That scene in Whitehaven as well as the death of Gangsta Boo. Now, as I said, a heavy police presence right now in Whitehaven. We want to get you back out to our reporter, Jack Bilyeu. He has been live on the scene gathering details. Jack, what do we know at this hour?
Well, about 20 minutes ago, we saw a van with whited out windows.
Shout out to BAC, Black Haven Zone, man, North Memphis. North.
You can actually still see right in the front of that police car. They've taken down the tape there in front of the driveway. That porch up that driveway.
That shit crazy, y'all.
Moved that body
like,
from.
damn.
And we spoke to some people who said they were families of the victims. They said they didn't want to discuss the case at this time, but shortly after that body was removed, they invited about half a dozen of those folks inside the house.
BAC, that's South
they,
Memphis.
Are still in there at the moment. As you can see, still police cars lining the street in front of the house, going both directions. This is on Rains, right between Grace Methodist Church and the Whitehaven Public Library. We've been out here since just before 5 o'clock, and the scene has stayed equally busy. One thing that we have seen change, there was a crime scene van here earlier. That's since pulled away. Same with the forensics truck. Scene still very active, still plenty of police officers out there, and still a crowd of people gathered to my left watching this whole investigation unfold. Daniel.
Man, shit crazy,
I know,
man.
You mentioned that you spoke with some people who say that they are family. Tell me this, how many people are you seeing out there? Is it, you said that there was a group of people. Are a lot of people out there? What are you seeing?
As of a few minutes ago, there was a group of about, I would say 30 people standing on the driveway watching. Since the family was invited inside, that group has kind of cleared out. People have moved back to the church parking lot next to the scene. Some people are standing next to their cars. I would say there's still about half a dozen people standing on the neighboring property. And then even here on the other side of the street where we are, there are some people parking, standing outside their car and just kind of watching this situation. We've seen a lot of people doing
crazy, man.
Facebook Lives out here today, that kind of thing. You know, and when they removed the body, those family members did request that people turn their phones off.
Jack Bilyeu, of course, on the scene there in Whitehaven. Of course, we want to just...
Well, that's that. I didn't learn anything from the news. Did y'all? Well, hey, I'm just letting you guys know we will be doing updates. If you guys want to go live...
Yeah, auntie funny as hell. She said, I ain't learned nothing from the news, did y'all? Yeah, nah, but let me see. Let me see what Willie D had to say. We'll check what Willie D had to say. We got a couple more minutes. Let me see.
Okay, I need to
Right, on my light. Willie D got the new. I see you with the new camera, Willie D.
Automatic, where the lights go off automatically when you don't move enough.
You got that he got that Kerry Lake camera that blur the background and shit. That with the foreground, where you get the foreground focus.
There you go.
That's like a $1,400 camera.
Yeah. Jonathan Ward said he's
HD
seen
bald
him in
head
concert.
ass nigga.
Who was that? Chai Bats.
Let's see what he got to say about Gangsta Boo. Hold on.
What's
He might not even talk about it.
that stands out when it comes to celebrities? You know, and usually they happen back to back. Like a lot of times, you know, it happen. They die on Christmas or New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, and when it happens, it's usually like back to back. It's usually at least 2 or 3.
But hold on. Oh,
deaths.
let me say one thing. He
Like
said
back to back.
what he said just
Either-
reminded me of something, right? What he
Like
talking about
somebody
right
might
now.
die on-
So, not too long ago, another Memphis artist named Big Scar passed away, and it was supposedly from a drug overdose. And another rapper from there named Finesse 2 Times, he was talking about like, banning the fake perks and all that. Cause, that's one thing I was saying when Kodak said that in that song, like I knew the perk was fake, but I still ate it because I'm a gremlin. I swear I was joking. I said, all these niggas finna drop dead off fake perks out here. Because, they'll do some shit. You can't have the money like a rapper. You can't have the fame like a rapper and all that, but you could do the shit that they talking about. You know what I'm saying? And especially if it's some lowbrow shit. That's why girls be having the Megan Thee Stallion attitude without the money. You know what I'm saying? And shit like that. And dudes want to pop the perks like Kodak to be a gremlin, but they ain't got the rehab money and shit. And plus, ain't no nigga with no money really popping no fake ass perks. You know what I'm saying? But these fake perks out here is real and they dangerous. And apparently, from what Finesse say, he think that's what killed the little nigga Big Scar. And yeah, so Two said that's what killed him and shit. My homeboy too, he grew up in Memphis and shit. But so we say that's what killed Big Scar though. And so them fake perks hitting the streets, man. It was a batch of something in, I want to say, it wasn't here in Milwaukee, but it was somewhere in Wisconsin, a batch of something with fentanyl, and it was taking everybody out. Everybody was dropping dead. A girl had called me, matter of fact, and was like, yeah, my uncle is on it. And then he got on it and we took him to the hospital. Then while he was in the hospital, our other uncle that be tootin' went and took his stash, and then he you know what I'm saying, geeked out on it. Then they had to bring him to the hospital. So it's like, he like, you went in my shit. He like, yeah, nigga, but it wasn't no good. Like, so she was like, yeah, my uncle fucked up and my other uncle over here. I was like, damn, it's some bad shit out on the street. But nah, they do that shit though. They do that shit.
Yeah,
them
blue ass pills, y'all know what the motherfuckers, nigga, them blue motherfuckers with that M and that 30 on that shit is not coming out no motherfucking Walgreens, man.
Yep.
You niggas better stop fucking around, man.
Popping them blue boys. I remember I had some, that's another story for another day, man. I put it like this. Some folks came up to Milwaukee, man, and it was some of the most hyped out shit I ever seen. Have y'all ever seen a dope fiend so excited to see, or a pill head so excited to see the fucking pills and shit? When they see them, they bowels loosen up and they just fart. You know what I'm saying? Like out of excitement. Like, dog, what the fuck? But they just geek. They not even thinking and shit. Like, your bowels be locked up. Your bowels be locked up off the pill. And he felt relief when he seen the pack. He was like, I'm like, ugh.
Nigga had a Pavlov.
Like, nigga, get the fuck.
He had a Pavlov effect from seeing the joke, nigga.
Man, this nigga had
He started saliving at the mouth. He started shitting on himself.
This nigga let out the wettest. I'm talking about on display. It was like, yeah, you got it. Like, duh. Really, dude? Like the fuck? And he damn near fumbled. Like, man, it was nasty, bro. Nasty. Like my guy AQ say, nasty work. Nasty work. But man, that's all I got for y'all today, man. I appreciate y'all checking me out. First show of the new year, 2023. I'm hoping everybody 2023 go good. We all accomplished them goals and dreams, we done had in mind, and all them resolutions that we want to come true. And we lost a couple people towards the end of the year. Lost Gangsta Boo yesterday. So, man, everybody that lost somebody, man, I feel for you. And the people that you still got there that you care about, man, make sure you keep them close, because you don't know, shit that happened. Like, she was just on the live, you know what I'm saying? So, you just never know, man. So on that note, man, hopefully all y'all make it back tomorrow, because I'm going to be here tomorrow with another one. And that's all I got for y'all today. So until then, later.